Hello everybody, Beatrice Harris. First off, I'd like to say Happy New Year to everyone. Hope you had a wonderful holiday. And we're going to get right into it. In 2016, there was a situation in the city of Newburgh about PFOS contamination in our drinking water. And they said that they switched the source to Brown's Pond, and then they switched it to the Catskills Aqueduct. Now, everyone should be happy-go-lucky and relieved that we should be fine, right? Wrong. I received a lot of positive comments about me and my husband discussing the PFOS situation, but I found something on my phone that kind of disturbed me. And we're going to get right into it, okay? Now, what I have on my phone is a chart. The source of water, the sampling program, who did it, and the PFOS result parts per trillion. And the EPA health advisory at that year, okay? So the date 12/30/2013, the water source, Washington Lake, they have found the result was 170 parts per trillion. The thing is, I noticed that there is a little number at the end. And if memory serves me correct, when there's a little number at the corner, it's an exponential notation. So the little number is 170 to the second power. So it's more than what they have recorded. We have been exposed at extraordinarily high levels, but when they shrink the numbers and they put little numbers there, and whoever doesn't remember their algebraic equations, we think, oh, that's not so bad. But it is. Moving on. 4/15/2014, the results read 150 parts per trillion, but again, with the 2. If you don't believe me, go to the website, go to departmentofhealth.gov and look up the FAQs, and it'll have the sample results for the PFOS along with it. It read, it's still, the EPA health advisory was 200 parts per trillion. 6/2/2014 read 140 parts per trillion again, with the little 2 at the corner. 10/21/2014, 140 parts per trillion. It still held, but with the little 2 in the corner. Then it began to rise again in March 2016, 146 parts per trillion, but this time the number changed. It's with a 3. And it raised 2 more points up. The same day, 148 with the little 3 at the corner. Now, we already know the Washington Lake is basically a cesspool. But what you don't know is that Brown's Pond, they said that it was fine. They switched our water source to something much more better. Again, wrong. Because Brown's Pond had 8.4 parts per trillion. However, there was a 4 in the corner of the 8.4. And continuously, it went down in the month of May till May 11th, 2016. Now we move on. We go to the Catskills Aqueduct. That is now, right now, primarily our source still. And the numbers read less than 2 parts per trillion, but with a 6. So it's 2 to the 6th power. So it's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So you have to pay attention to the little details. Because unfortunately, they may say that the water's fine, you can drink it. It's not. It really isn't. Another thing is, our water is continuously treated with these volatile, vicious disinfectants to kill off any organisms and stuff. What you don't know is that those organisms cause just as much problems as if you had contracted a parasitic infection. So the first top of the list of a sign of disinfected toxicity to the human body is that your heart is the first part of your body to feel it. You some may feel tired. Your heart rate may start to act up a little bit. You may even start developing high blood pressure, even if there was no high blood pressure in your family history. Needless to say, yes, there is still fluoride in our water. You already know what fluoride does. The point is that you are still being lied to. If you can get a filter, get a third party to retest the water, because it's still not safe. It's just not safe. And the problem behind that is that when you continue to have your local government continue to tell you that it's safe, we took care of it, you're fine, but you're still not feeling fine medically, then they're lying to you. Again, they're lying to you. And it's just a awful realization, you know. And the fact is that they've known about this for such a long time. You have to realize, okay, I was healthy before coming here to the city of Newburgh, and now I have these plethora of problems that just don't make any sense. And then all of a sudden, 2016, there's a water emergency about this particular chemical, which causes endocrine disruption. It causes cardiovascular dysfunction. It causes digestive dysfunction. It causes neurological toxicity. It causes neurological problems, memory loss, you name it. And you just have to take a few steps back and look at yourself as you were before you had exposure to this water, and then evaluate yourself after, and you will see what I'm talking about. Okay, my loving husband, he came to Nuremberg in 2009. He was okay, heart fine. He's fine. But then, as the years went by, his heart began to bother him. He started feeling sick to his stomach. He started having headaches, which is not part of him. He started having nosebleeds and everything. And we just were like, okay, maybe we may have been exposed to something. We just don't know what it is. And we found out about the water emergency. It all came back to us. So the point that I'm trying to get to is, do not, and I implore you, do not keep relying on government, because they will smile in your face. They will say everything's fine. Don't worry, we got it. And then years down the line, in all reality, they never had it. This will be the first of many videos I will be posting. I will be going live much more often, because the people of Newburgh still need to realize that the battle with this water situation is not over by a long shot. I love you guys. I'll keep you posted. Goodbye.